before I start, I have no idea why I felt the need to get a breath mint before I came up, because I'm not going to be breathing on any of you. But anyway, I got broken up with recently. I was dating a woman for a few months, and I realized as an older person, dating is something that older people used to do, where they'd go on a date, which was, could be a restaurant, could be a movie, but it was actually two people sitting together. And I realized today kids don't go on dates. They have apps, they have Tinder, they have Grindr, they have Bumble, which you swipe left, swipe right. Back in the day, though, we had internet dating, and you were looking at New York Jewish Boy 21. That was my internet name when I was on JDate back in the late 90s. And it was a very formal process back then. You'd receive a nice letter from someone, or you'd write a nice letter to someone that looked interesting to you, and you'd wait patiently for a reply, like in the old days, and you'd imagine someone with a quill and writing it all out. And I got a nice letter from someone, and she was interested, and she seemed interesting. She didn't have a picture, though, which back in the day was not a red flag. It was very hard to put pictures up back on the internet back then. Today, someone doesn't have a picture, and yes, it's an Albanian troll farm. She didn't have a picture. I didn't have a problem with that. I did have the problem with the fact that she lived in LA, but she immediately told me, no, that's okay. I work in New York frequently, and I said, good, because I live in New York and also work in New York frequently. So we started a nice little conversation. We started over the app, and then we progressed cautiously to the next big step, email. And we continued to build up a relationship through email, and I said, why don't you send me a picture, figure that out. So she did, and she was beautiful. At that point I thought, okay, let's take the next big step. We talked on the phone. Yeah, it was. And remember, this is the 90s, it was a different time. And we were really getting close. We were having very intimate conversations. We really felt that we were getting to know each other. And the only problem was she wasn't coming to New York, and she had said I came frequently to New York, and she wasn't. And it got to be a little bit distracting, because here it is, the person that I'm really falling for, and I haven't met her yet. So I made a very bold decision. I bought a plane ticket. Yeah, I bought a plane ticket to LA. I'm going to go out there and make this happen. Make the person that I know I am meant to be with my wife. So I got on the plane, and I sat down, and I realized right away I'd made a huge mistake. I did not bring the engagement ring with me. And as I ate my chicken, I realized that this might or might not be a problem. But I made it to LA. I got into the hotel. I was in Westwood, the W Hotel, lovely. And I had about 3 hours to kill. And what do? 3 hours, and you are so nervous. You're going to meet the person that you were destined to be with. In Jewish, we call it beshert. Look it up. And I am nervous. I hop in the shower. I took a shower, and that killed almost 10 minutes. So I was still a little nervous. I watched TV a little while. Okay, yeah, I did take another shower. So whatever happened, I was going to be clean. Time did eventually pass, and finally at 5 o'clock, the appointed time, there was a knock on the door. And I knew that this was the moment. This is the moment that I had been waiting for my whole life. It was all building up to this. This was going to be the mother of my children. This is going to be the mother of my parents' grandchildren, finally. Oh. I walked to the door. I walked very slowly, because at this point I was extremely nervous. I cautiously gripped the handle, because here it was. Everything in my life had been building up to this moment. I opened the door slowly. I took one look at this woman, and I wasn't interested. Thank you, guys.